Come now, Sutirak, it's only the market, you don't have to look beautiful, darling. Okay, so where are we today? We're back at Ausawin Market with our favourite megaphones telling us all sorts of stuff that we don't really want to know. But anyway. Yeah, so it's a Sunday night and we're just coming up to Ausawin Market here just to grab something to eat and have a look around again. As I said, continuing our idea on my, from what I was saying in the last video, it's really just about, what do we do as a daily or weekly sort of activities to keep ourselves entertained.
Yeah. What about you, John?
She loved me.
I kissed him before, but he happily
Yeah, so this place is not the best place to film a video because of these damn loudspeakers that they keep on playing. It really gets quite frustrating. It is too loud. I have no idea why they want to play this stuff so much. It really is quite annoying. Yeah, so this market was usually only open on the Saturdays, but in the last couple of weeks they've started opening on the Sunday evening as well. So we thought we'd come up for some lunch or for some dinner. But anyway, not much really to say about this place, but it's a local venue for Thai people to hang out. It gets quite busy even on a Sunday night when everyone's going to go to work the next day. It's an interesting taste, for a pancake at least anyway. It's got different flavours throughout. It's got a hot dog in the centre. Stuff we eat in Thailand, I tell you, it's crazy. And what do I tell us? Vitamin C and collagen. No, you can try. You want to try this one?
วันนี้แจกทิปเป็นให้ดื่มเลยที่พิงครับพี่ฮะงานดีผิวดิ้งครับแนะนำเลยครับ
Boy and girl. And you try.
อากาศร้อนๆแบบนี้ฮะแนะนำครับพี่แวะดื่มไว้ชิมกันก่อนนะ
Finally, the loudspeaker stops. Yeah, so some of the people on the channel have been sort of leaving comments recently thinking that I'm not happy living in Thailand. I think one guy just replied to before I come out. Yeah, he just reminded me of the fact that at least I'm not having to worry about going to work tomorrow and working for somebody else's dreams. That accounts for just everything. But really, sort of, when it comes down to it, I wouldn't swap Thailand for anything. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to sort of take the rose-coloured glasses off in the way I present the video, because everybody's impression of Thailand is always going to be different, and it really comes down to the people you know, the places you go to, and the markets you frequent. These markets here, they're a lot of fun, apart from the loudspeakers, of course. And she loves coming out to the markets. It's not my choice. This is what, as I said, this is what Thai people like to do in their free time. There's definitely not as many stalls open on a Sunday, but again, as I said, it's only just started opening on Sundays, and you also got to realise that I think that half the stall owners actually have to go to work on Monday to do a regular job. They don't pay much to have the little stands here. Most of the Thai people, they tend to work 2 or 3 jobs, helping out here. Like even today, Chanya, she was at a local temple doing charity hair cutting for the local temple, which is some of the things that she likes to do. Yeah, and as she says, she likes to do it because she likes to get the experience. Because she's just only fresh out of school, and the more experience you have at the cuttings of people's hair and everything else, will get you landed in a better job. whether that's going to be working for somebody else or setting up her own salon. It all comes down to the confidence level that she's trying to, work to. She's still not confident. As I said, when she cut my hair the other day, or the other week, that was like if I went to a barber in Australia, that would have been a 10-minute haircut, which she took 30 minutes to do. Unfortunately, in Australia, that's the thing. You're getting a $10 haircut or something at a local barber. They need to do 6 an hour to make it profitable. In Thailand, this is again something that I think seems to be lost on the Thai people, is how to actually turn a profit in business. It's time and motion, time relevant, and a 30-minute haircut for. If she was working in a salon, that's 200 baht. Can you really keep a roof over your head? If you're only getting 1 or 2 haircuts done an hour at 200 baht a shot, or not even 200 baht. I think a man's hairstyle cut maybe would be 120 baht, and which means you've really got to turn a few over in an hour, and have some turn of a business to actually make that sort of business profitable. But that's it. I come from a school of business. I come from Australia. I ran my own business for 7 years. Right? I do know how to turn a profit. I had a very successful business. The only reason why I closed it, in the early 2000s was simply because of the fact that the bigger you get, the more people want to use, the more business want to use you as a sort of a temporary bank. And I got sick and tired of people, wanting me there yesterday to do something, fix their systems or whatever, right? Which 9 times out of 10 I'd comply with, and I'd drop things to go and sort them out. And then you sit there and I said, well, you want to pay the last 90 days of your bills? Like I've got here within 2 hours of you calling, right? And you're still 90 days in arrear in your account. And it's a very demoralising sort of when you run your own self-employed business like that, troubleshooting in the computer game. Simply to have sort of, like an advertising agency which, makes a lot of money, and turn around and just say, well, the accountant's not here to sign your cheque. What? Give me a break. You have that happen enough times in your life or in a few years, running a business, and you just say, fuck this shit. I'm going to go and work for somebody else, which I did, and obviously it allowed me to retire early. But outside that, what do you do? One thing I haven't mentioned, Chanya's younger brother is currently in hospital. We're just trying to get him some additional clothes for the hospital stay. He's got a compound fracture of his lower, I don't know, what's the leg bones? Tibia, fibia, one of the two. Anyway, it's pinned. He was admitted last Thursday again. Yep. Guess what? It was a motorcycle accident. Supposedly, from what I understand, he was in the right. He was just on the motorcycle, and some car just swung a U-turn on top of him, smashed his leg, and now he's stuck in hospital. I haven't actually been in to see him because I know how these sort of things work. As soon as you see a Farang relative or a friend turns up to your hospital, the billing changes because they know there's a Farang's going to pay for it.
What do you think? Only 2?
I think this one. What, this one? No, not this one. I think 2 colour. This one. But yes, Chanya's actually got the first bill there, so he's been admitted in an emergency. I know there's a whole new thing with the emergency situation. He would qualify in an emergency, like he was a compound fracture of the leg. But they were saying, I think the reports were sort of saying only 40% of the new emergency stipulation are actually complying with, free emergency care. But she's got a bill there for 10,000 baht. And I got to think that, well, he's got his leg pinned, he's been in surgery, he's been in hospital for 4 days. 10,000 baht, you won't see that in Australia. No, and I haven't had to pay for it, thankfully. Well, I suppose in one sense I do pay for it. Like Chanya gets her allowance, and she's probably paying for it out of her allowance. But as I said, it's not out of pocket for me. and they haven't asked, you know, like they respect me enough, the fact that it's not a handout situation, and you know, I will help out if they need be, but unfortunately, you know, he's supposedly in the right, so the third party that actually hit him should be fronting up with the bills once that's all sorted out with the police. But again, I don't even know how. I can't even interact at that level to give my 2 cents worth on that whole situation. Yes, I will keep you updated with that whole hospital stay for Ben. You know, as I find out more information, that is. Yeah, so the one thing you'll never have a problem with in Thailand is eating. Food is, I think, food is a major pastime and recreational activity for Thais. I have really no idea how she can eat so much and not put on weight. But yeah, I'm still getting used to it. Anyway, like for those people who think that I'm getting fatter, no, actually I've lost 1.5 kilos in the last month. So there you go, I'm losing weight. But in reality, what I really need to do is to get out and do some exercise. That's the only thing that's sort of keeping me with a bit of a belly on me, is the fact that I don't really get much exercise. You don't get much exercise when you play computer games. And as I said before, that's really what I like doing. It amuses me. I've never really been able to put that much time into them in my working life, because you spend an hour travelling to work, an hour coming home from work, just to stand there doing a 9 to 5 or an 8:30 to 5:30 style job. So you're not home until 6 o'clock, 6:30, and by the time you make dinner and do all the house chores, it's become 8 o'clock, and then of course you've got to get up to work the next morning at 6 a.m, which really, at the best, was 2 hours worth of gaming, and I could never get that in on a daily basis, maybe 2 hours a week. With everything else, I used to, like watching some of the sci-fi TV series. That was always sort of part of my recreational activity. But yeah, so my problem is the fact that I don't get enough exercise. And I think one of the things that kept me fit and thin 10 years ago was stress. That's the other thing that I'm having to battle with these days, is the fact that I really don't have any stress in my life, apart from maybe the 4 trips a year to the immigration centre. Everything else is pretty much like, whatever. It's just something you deal with. And quite frankly, I don't mind dealing with it. Well, anyway, so we've got food, and I got a couple of more t-shirts and a few there's some junk. You buy junk food? No, I not buy junk food. You buy junk food.
Buy too much junk food now.
Anyway, so we've got our food. Looks like they've changed a bit of the market. There's really nowhere to eat here, so our house is just down the road, 5 minutes away, so we'll go and eat at home. Anyway, again, just another short vlog, and keeping you in the loop of what's going on. What do you want to say? Boy. Anyway guys, I'll catch you later.